if you're a man that's paying the bills, you're doing well for yourself, you're looking after your family, do your best. If you're gonna cheat, do your best to obviously don't embarrass your wife, innit?
Alright guys, welcome to Level Up Podcast. My name is Mason. I'm the host here at Level Up Podcast, and I'm also a barber here at Level Up. And this podcast is something I've been meaning to start for a while now. Good about 3-4 years I say I've been planning this. And as a barber, I meet different people every day, having loads of different conversations with people from all walks of life. And yeah, I'm a person that loves debating. I love the art of conversation. And I feel like I learn a lot through talking to people and having all these different conversations from people, from doctors to lawyers to everyday working class people, uni students, whoever. So yeah, I find it very interesting, and over the years, I've already had that in my mind, but I've also heard, again, people telling me, you should start a podcast, this barbershop is funny. Every time I come here, different conversations, we're always laughing and joking and getting into whatever debates we're getting into. And yeah, man. So I finally decided that, today's the day, now's the time, no time like the present, so let's jump into it. This is two of my guests today, Frank and Teddy. You guys can introduce yourselves. Let's start with Frank.
Yes, my name is Frank, from Dublin, local in Manchester, _handyman MCR. That's what I do still.
Yeah, I'm Teddy Banks. I'm a calisthenics athlete. I post gym content. That's what most people know me for.
And I guess you already know Teddy, famous, local celeb and that.
Yeah, man.
But yeah, man, this is my cousin. And
yeah, a lot of people don't know that, but yeah.
Yeah, man, this is my blood cousin.
Yeah, blood cousin.
Okay.
Yeah. So yeah, first, I just want to start off by saying, proud of you, Teddy, man. You've been sticking to your thing, and you came far and you're going far as well, so keep it up, man. Appreciate
it, man. I'm glad you're finally starting, man. You've been chatting to me a long time about it, so yeah, man.
For a while,
glad to be on the first one.
Yes, it's only right, man. Also, heavy our cameraman behind the camera.
Well gone.
You'll hear his voice, we won't see his face. So relax it.
That's it.
Alright. Yeah, let's just start off light, man. So you said you do handyman work. Want to talk a little bit about that?
Yeah, basically what I do is that, like, whenever you're moving, you've got problems at home, like you need stuff to be fixed at home, painted, cleaned, all that type of stuff. We just do it for you, and we claim to do it a bit cheaper than everyone else, innit? So get on my Instagram, give us a shout, I'll give you a quote, we move from there.
Okay, I have all this information in the description.
Yeah.
Into a bit of what you do.
Yeah, man. I help guys that wanna master their body in terms of the gym. So yeah, check out my Instagram page, my TikTok page. I like to think I'm quite an elite calisthenics athlete. So yeah, I do one-to-one coaching. If you're into wanting to master your body, you're a bit bored of the regular gym weights, I'm your guy, man. Come to me, fast progress coaching. DM me Level Up and I'll get back to you and we'll get started.
Yeah, man. As soon as you guys go to his page, I'm sure you'll see, like he said, he's a master of this thing. Been doing it for a number of years now, so
yeah, man.
Yeah, he's not playing. If you want to level up, like he said, you know what to do.
Appreciate it, man.
So anyway, let's just start off with one topic that is a recurring theme in this barbershop all the time. We always be having conversations about it, and that's rappers, celebrities, the rap culture, the rap scene. And I guess we can start with like the rappers in the UK. So let's start drill rap. What do you want to think about drill rap as a whole? Just to start off.
As a whole?
Yeah.
I mean, helps people get into better situations than like what they're in, innit? But at the same time, we can't shy away from, obviously, like, it glorifies badness and like bad stuff, innit?
Yeah.
But at the same time, it's the life they live in it, so they're just making money and trying to get out of that situation from there, innit? But at the same time, people need to like separate the art from, like, you know what I'm saying, real life, and not just need to listen to it and carry on. Some people are really influenced by that type of music. They'll listen to it, gets in their head, and they want to go do the things they hear in the music. And what do you think?
Yeah.
That's what I think about
Makes
drill music, anyways.
Drill music for me, man. I just think it's music. It's a different genre of music. I'm not too fussed about it. I'm not a big fan of it, I wouldn't say. But yeah, it's music. It's music. If it's a nice track, I like it, innit? I'm not.
Do you think it influences like the kids or not?
I'd never say it influences the kids. Everybody was brought up a certain way, so it should never. However you was brought up is how you're gonna act. Music can't. Nah,
So you think like, I hear what you're saying,
nah.
innit? So you think if like a kid's gonna go do something bad, the music's got nothing to do with it.
Nah, it's got nothing to do with it. What you was brought up in, the environment you was brought up in. If you was brought up in that badness and all that stuff, that's what's gonna affect you. The drill music, it's just if you're already in a group and all of a sudden a person out of your group starts arguing, starts sending for that other group, because that's how it happens. A guy starts, all right, yo, we're gonna start rapping. Let me send for this guy, and that's what happens. They're already in the badness. It doesn't affect random guys. However you was brought up is how you was brought up.
I kind of hear what you're saying.
disagree with
I
that
kind of
still.
disagree a little bit because I think like some people, they are who they are, and then they'll listen to what's inside the music, and they'll be like, oh, so that's what these lot do, or that's what these lot do, that's what these lot do. That's normal, you know. Like if I get into it now, I'm gonna go do that.
Yeah, I hear it, but they're never
some
really.
people like that smart enough to be like.
I feel like that's the exception, though. I feel like, yeah, you might get one idiot that, like, I've seen stories that, oh, one rich kid sees these guys rapping and, oh, he goes and kills his mate. Yeah, that's the exception. It doesn't happen.
That was a popular story. I think you saw that on Channel 4, the documentary.
Something like that, yeah. It's an exception. You can't put the exception to everyone. That it's not the general. The general is them guys most of them are in London. That they're brought up on the streets of the badness, and I'm not actually fully notified on that, and because I'm not from London, but from what I see, that's what happens in London. They was brought up. Their older brothers was in this gang. That gang, they followed the way, and this is how it was. But a guy from Manchester like me that sees that, it's like, I weren't brought up that way. A lot of the guys I know weren't brought up that way. We never went down that road from music. There's guys that don't rap, but they're in that. I don't see it. That's just my opinion, innit? I don't think it influences you, because if you was brought up correct,
I hear what you're saying. I'm playing devil's advocate because I listen to drill music. I find it a bit like catchy and that, but at the same time, I know it's just music. But a lot of people, I think they listen to it, and they like younger people, to be honest. Probably not people like our age and stuff,
Yeah.
But younger people, some of them might listen to it and be like, "This is the norm. Like this is what people do. This is what's cool, and this is what's rated." So it's like, yeah, I kind of want to do some of the stuff these men are doing. Drill music's talking about trapping, banging, kiel, all that type of stuff. So a lot of kids think that's normal, innit? That's the same with rap music, innit? But to be honest, innit? But drill music's more about like drilling and stuff, innit? And some kids think, yeah, that's normal, innit? That's what everyone does around me. So
I can't lie to you. You said a couple of things there that I'm gonna have to touch on still, because first of all, I think that music as on a whole is very, very influential, especially for these young kids. And you said something about London as well. Obviously, you're not from London, I'm not from London, but from the little bit of research that I've done, and obviously I'm not an expert, this is just my opinion. Yeah, it's not like in terms of knife crime, because that's basically what we're talking about here, knife and gun crime. London's, although you would think, yeah, London's the place, London's where everything's going down. Bro, Birmingham and Manchester are a lot more violent and have a lot more gun and knife crime.
I remember you saying this last time.
It's surprising because of obviously the size of London, and it's got that expectation. It's got that bad rep already. But yeah, bro.
Manchester is not as bad as London, bro. Obviously, because it's a small city, the crime might seem it, but I'm telling you, yeah, London's crime is way more, like, a lot more guys get stabbed in London than they do in Manchester. I'm telling you,
Bro,
it's facts.
From the numbers that I've seen,
nah, man.
Manny and Brum are up there.
Manchester in a year.
I think in the UK,
in Manchester in a year.
About fourth, you know, for violent crime.
yeah.
For violent crime, yeah.
All right, let's talk about death, innit?
Yeah.
Manchester, I think in a year is not up to London in 3 months. Impossible.
I think it'd be surprising.
Nah, I'm not. Unless you're pulling up the facts,
Yeah.
I'm not buying it.
So
So here's a
Okay.
fact for you guys then. Top 10 UK's cities by knife crime rate. 2004, so London's 1, Birmingham, Middlesbrough, and then Manchester's 4.
London's number 1.
Yeah.
I'm not.
London's
Yeah, of course.
16,000 is being recorded in London in a year.
Yeah.
Imagine what goes unrecorded.
And what's Manchester?
Manchester 3,400.
See, I told you, man. I told you, man.
No, but to be fair, I said violent crime, so
Oh, fair.
knife crime is a bit more specific. But yeah,
And that's those who do go and record it. So a lot of them don't
Yeah.
get recorded because
Yeah,
people
that's what I'm
tend to
saying.
go, I'm not snitching, I'm not going to hospital.
and again, if you compare it per capita, the size of London and the population in London compared to Manchester, the numbers are crazy. I'm gonna have to like.
Nah, I get what you mean. I get what you mean. That's still a lot for small Manchester, whereas London's massive. So I get what you mean.
I hear that, innit, but,
But yeah,
I still think drill music's definitely influential, innit? We can't shy away from
Nah.
it. To be
not
fair.
just drill music. All music is
music
very
is,
influential. Very, very influential. Like people say it all the time. I hear Wiz Khalifa and Snoop Dogg say it all the time. A lot of you guys started smoking weed because of me,
innit?
because of my music. So it's very, very influential.
Yeah.
Then we go into gangster rap. I think gangster rap started in the 90s or the 80s.
Yeah, but when 50 Cent started, he's doing best, so everyone started
Even
copying
before
what
50
50
Cent, I
Cent
think it was NWA that was like one of the first proper solidified gangster rappers. And they came with a whole different culture. And you could see the crime rate go up from them and there. So music is very, very influential in my opinion.
Yeah. I hear it in a certain way.
With drill rappers, they've obviously it's evolved over the years from NWA saying fuck the police to now these men saying I dipped him up and I don't feel sorry for his mum and blah blah blah. These men are going crazy, just no remorse.
Nah,
I
I
even
hear.
feel like in America, like the drill music they have over there, like their version of drill, I think that fucking everyone wants to be like that as well, innit? Listen to Lil Durk, listen to Von.
It's
listen
glorified.
To, and now it's very glorified in the black culture, innit?
Yep.
It started from there though, innit? Chicago. Wasn't it Chief Keef that started
That's
the
where it
drill
started.
deals?
That's where it
Yeah.
started. The originators of drill. Then everyone wanted to do that.
But like I said before, like it's an evolution of gangster rap. I think it all started with gangster rap because if you go back in the days, like what's that rapper called now? MC Hammer. Hammer Time. Whoa. My man's on some joke thing, you get me? But most of the music back then, even Tupac, when Tupac first came into the music industry, he was with Digital Underground. Then man, we're talking about my nose is big and all of this, like they're joking around with it. That's how rap was back in the day. Then you seen Tupac completely evolve, and that's one of my favorite rappers. You see his plaque up there, but bro, he got himself killed because of that image and that gangster.
Yeah.
That gangster image that he was trying to portray when he wasn't really that. And I feel like that's what's got these rappers messed up nowadays because it started off, like I said, NWA. Ice Cube was never a gangster.
Yeah, it's recorded.
None of them, man. Dr. Dre was not a gangster. The real gangster, even if you want to call him gangster, was Eazy-E. He was the street nigga and the drug guy.
He didn't even know how to rap.
Funding it.
Yeah.
He was not the rapper. He was the guy behind the scene with the money.
Oh yeah.
Pushing all the money, buying the studio time and the mics and all of that. But then they said, yo, Easy, get in the studio. My man's wrote some bars for you.
Yeah, apparently he couldn't even rap in it. Like,
He couldn't.
I think some of his songs he's even really offbeat, you know.
Yeah.
He's
But
proper off.
He doesn't. From listening to his music, he does seem like he's not a natural rapper. So yeah, it makes sense.
He just talks hella smack on the track.
Yeah.
That's
My
what he
point
talks about.
with bringing up them, man, is look at where it started from, look at where it came to now in terms of how we perceive rappers and the expectation that we put on them. We say, rah, if you say something in the studio, you better have done it. Otherwise, you're gonna get basically cancelled for it by the culture. You get me? So you can't be no rap cap, as they say.
Yeah.
Real life rap.
You need to actually be
When
doing all
I
that.
feel like us as the audience have got that kind of messed up for them, man, and for ourselves, low key, because why are we expecting these guys who are entertainers, part of the entertainment industry, to say no, you have to ride out? A perfect example,
Lil Durk.
Lil Durk.
Yeah.
Slide for
Slide
one.
for one. Who are we to tell him to slide for one?
Yeah.
He need a slap.
And then if he slid for one and got back, everyone's gonna be like, look what you did.
He slid for one.
Yeah, he slipped
And now
on.
look,
Yeah.
everyone's looking at him and saying, look what you did. You did.
I was one of them. I remember I was talking to my brother and I was like, "Oh, what is Von was saying? Oh, they're gonna get it back in blood if I die straight away or something."
Yep.
Yeah. And I was like, "Von's not done nothing. I mean, Dirk's not done nothing." and then he did something, and now it's like, was it worth it?
Was it worth it, innit?
Bro.
It's like,
Not even he just did something. Everyone was trolling him. I think
Yeah,
it's
yeah,
like Tekashi 6ix9ine. You still ain't slip of one. You still ain't slip.
yeah.
Yeah,
People on Twitter and social media egging him on. Boy, it's a slippery slope. Man left millions. He left his family. Think about the lifestyle that he was living, bro.
Yeah.
These guys have got the whole thing.
It's pride, isn't it?
Pride and ego.
But a lot of times people that say slide and all this, they're little kids, you know.
That's
Yeah,
what
yeah.
I'm
Kids
saying.
that
It's
just-
just
Yeah.
little comments.
And they're trolls, man.
Little Essex kids are they're just leaving. Oh, yo, you're not
Alright,
sliding
slide
on doing
from
this.
back.
and that.
Behind
Yo,
some
you're in
butt
your
account,
house. Yeah. She get me.
sleeping on the bunk bed.
She get what?
Typing.
Nah, but facts.
You know, that's a mad point as well, you know, he said Essex kids. Because this guy was talking to me the other day about it, and he was saying, like, when he goes to a lot of concerts, especially for rappers, when he looks into the crowd, it's not who you would expect
Yeah, it's not who you
Lil
would
Durk's
expect
core
that,
audience
yeah.
to be.
Mhm.
You get me?
That's a lot of people,
guys
though.
that-
Yeah, that's what most rappers
Yeah.
are, to be very honest with you,
Yeah.
innit? It's just like people that don't look like who's rapping, and then you get what I'm saying.
Yeah, even like rappers like Future, for example, you'll think his man them are his biggest crowd. It's actually gal.
Nah, I can see that though.
Yeah.
You get what I'm saying? They love the toxic thing and
Oh,
all that.
yeah, I can see that.
As much as I love Future and I rate his music, I got a big problem with that guy, bro.
What's
Why?
the problem with Future though?
Big problem with Future, bro.
Go on.
Fam, you know this guy don't even smoke weed.
Yeah. He doesn't apparently
You know
he doesn't take drugs as well, innit?
But I don't.
Fam,
Why
this guy's-
does he rap about that?
Molly
what's-
Percocet.
yes, it's what's
Molly
catchy,
Percocet.
innit?
Codeine
yeah.
crazy.
He's a smart guy, man.
Yeah,
What
I
a
think
smart
he's
guy,
smart
man.
for that, but at the
Selfish.
same time,
That's not selfish. That's very smart,
He
man.
knows what sells.
it is
That's what
selfish,
sells.
It is
That's what-
selfish, it is
It's not
selfish.
selfish.
Bro.
It is.
That's what sells. That's what sells.
But he could sell.
The-
He could sell a different way.
Boy,
Future is a character
you know
that
what?
that you portray to the world,
Yeah.
and he gives them what people want to hear.
Mm.
But obviously, he's supposed to be this big role model, and you can't. This is it. Like you guys said, it influences people here and there.
Mm-hmm.
But why is he gonna do that? Why is he gonna change his how he's feel? He wants to be healthy, innit? He's a grown man. Oh, he's getting old. You get me?
Alright,
I hear what
that's
you're
fine.
saying.
Be healthy, but don't
it is a
promote.
little bit selfish because you're promoting it, and
Yeah.
someone's definitely taking drugs for the first time because of Future.
Bro.
That's-
that's-
Juice WRLD said
He
it.
didn't-
The second song I've ever heard by Future is Dirty Sprite, like off the first Dirty Sprite mixtape. And that shit had me wanting to sip lean at like 11, 12 years old, bro.
If another rapper OD, they might try to charge me.
People like Future, Future being, one of the GOATs.
Non-stop around the clock, ain't no way they gon' compete. If another rapper die, they gon' blame that shit on
We
me.
don't talk about it from a good point of view or a bad point of view. We talk about it from a realistic point of view.
He didn't become a musician to be a role model.
I hear it.
Forget that, man.
I hear your argument
That's
innit,
true.
at the same time.
That's what that's what I don't like about that. They always get onto these guys and they have to censor themselves just because of what the world's gonna say. Something. Forget their feelings, man.
Nah,
Forget their
not
feelings.
really.
Everybody has
If you're in that
the free
limelight,
will.
though.
Everyone has free will, man.
That's true.
Yeah, but if you're in that limelight, you need to be careful about what you say. and stuff,
It's
you
the
know
way
what
you're
I'm saying?
brought. For me, it's all about the way you've been brought up. If you've been brought up a certain way, then you're not gonna. Oh, I'm gonna smoke a flipping weed just because Wiz Khalifa said it. Nah, man.
Obviously, there's more to it than that because the whole culture's backing it as well. But what I'm saying with Future, yeah, and I hear what you're saying, he didn't become a rapper to be a role model. He went to get his family out the street and whatever, go live his life lavish. But at the same time, when you become an adult, there's a certain responsibility that comes with that, rah, my words hold weight. Maybe not in the beginning, you're young, you're dumb, you just got all these millions, you're going to go and move mad. But my man's almost 40 now, and he's still talking like he's doing all this, and he's fully not. He just dropped a new song, can't remember what the name is, I'll put it in the video. But he's saying how, I think, what was he saying now?
Are you sure though?
He
I
was saying
don't.
like how like I've got a lot of rappers killed, a lot of rappers have followed me basically, and I can't remember the exact lyrics.
You see with that
But
though.
it's one of his most recent songs, and he was saying like, yeah.
What was he trying to say?
If another rapper OD, they might try to charge me. Molly person codeine, that shit got me godly. If another rapper OD, they might try to charge me. Percocets and codeine, they look at me godly. If another rapper OD, they might try to charge me. Molly person codeine.
Another rapper's OD'd because of me, so I might not be able to say this. And why I bring it up is because Juice WRLD himself, who did OD on drugs, said when I came into the music industry and first started rapping, Future was my idol. I followed whatever Future said, and to grown men like us, it's gonna sound foolish and stupid, of course.
At the same time, innit?
But think about when you're a 15, 16, 17-year-old. Whatever my man's saying, that's what you're trying to emulate. You're trying to look like him. People are changing their hair to look like him, getting tattoos to look like him, because it's the image, it's the culture.
So then, don't you think that maybe I'm playing devil's advocate here? Because I actually agree with you, but maybe it's the parents that should watch what the kids listen to.
Absolutely. But at the same time, most of us don't have parents. We have parents,
especially them wayward type of kids that are going to do that.
A lot of us have one parent.
I don't really back that what you just said though, because it's like the parents thing, because to yourself, whatever your parents is going to listen to you. Where you from background wise?
Like country.
Yeah.
Nigeria.
Exactly. You're the same as me. Are you gonna listen to whatever music your parents are gonna listen? They're not. It's not happening, bro. It's not happening. It's not happening.
I was bumping some of my mum's tunes in it, but
but on a daily basis, especially in the UK, it's not happening. Nobody's listening to whatever.
I'm saying, like, to be honest, like, even with me, obviously,
it's not that influential,
dad,
bro. The music,
I listened
man.
to some music when I was younger that was bad, like, you get me, just bad music and that. Like, my dad would come in and be like, turn it off, and I'll turn it off when it's around, innit? Obviously, I'll play it after it's gone.
Yeah, same. I had a few of them.
That's what I kind of believe in, innit? Like, if you know your kids listening to some type of wayward gangster bullshit music, you kind of need to stop them from listening to that. Do you get what I'm saying?
Nah, it's the same. I get what you're saying, but I just feel like music's not that influential, man. Especially we can't. Let me not say nothing about that, but as black people, we can't control anybody else from the way they was brought up. You get me?
All right. Let me counteract you there, because this whole time on this subject we've been talking like from the male perspective.
Yeah.
Male rappers and all that.
Yeah.
Yeah, female.
Would you say you have a problem with Sexy Red and her message?
Absolutely.
What?
Right.
Absolutely.
What's her message?
Okay, wait.
What do you mean? What's her message?
Listen. Her message is hoe in and do this and shake ass and what left, right, and center. Now, before you answer that question, if you had a daughter and you came into her room and she's doing all that in the room, and you come with it, you're just gonna be like, oh, that's lit, and then walk out.
The same way your parents came in the room and said, Teddy, turn off this music.
Would you be okay with your daughter listening to
I'll be honest.
Red?
I'm not gonna have a daughter, so.
Nobody. Okay, hypothetically speaking, though, innit? You know yourself, innit? You're gonna tell your daughter, what the? You're gonna tell your wife to, like, yo, pattern her, innit? Or you'll tell her.
Yeah, of course. That's not gonna. But daughters, they're not listening to Sexy Red. They're not listening to Sexy Red.
Do you know?
They're not, man.
You said yourself, you didn't listen to what your parents listened to.
Yeah. No, I'm not talking about that young though.
They're gonna listen to what.
No, I'm just even saying like a 14, 15-year-old daughter. She's listening to Sexy Red. That's realistic, you know.
She can listen.
Would you say she can listen to it?
It's a case of not 14. This is very young, and she shouldn't really be listening to things like that. You can't. But I feel like what we get wrong is, especially as Nigerians, is we're very strict on certain things, and your child doesn't want to speak to your parents no more. They start doing it in silence. It's like there's a case of there needs to be some sort of balance.
I agree with that still.
I hear that's facts though.
I agree with that.
I think my problem with putting it all on parents is that we forget when we went to high school, and our parents wasn't around, we were doing absolute nonsense. Do you know what I'm saying? We forget what education we got at home, and we just did nonsense. Do you know what I mean? So there's only so much a parent can do. They can mold you at home, but from the moment you leave the house, you're no longer under their control. Yeah. It's now you. Yeah. So whatever you're learning, because more time, for example, me, I grew up with my mum, my brothers and that, but who raised me was the man them. The olders that raised me. Yeah. It wasn't at home. I knew where I gone, but to know knowledge of the streets and just life in general, I got that from the man them. Do you get what I'm saying? Yeah. So at the same time, we can't blame too much of the parents, because they can tell you, yo, don't touch fire. If you go outside and touch it, you've gone against what they told you to do. Do you get what I mean?
Yeah. I'm not putting all of the blame on the parents, but I'll say there's like, it's about the way they're parenting, innit? You know what I'm saying? Because obviously I'm not saying walk into a kid's room and just turn it off and be like, don't be fucking doing it.
You
need to kind of speak to them in a way where you let them know this is actually bad what you're doing, this is why it's bad. That music, leave it for the bad kids. You don't want to be, you know what I'm saying? Stuff like that. I don't have any kids in it.
Nah, you know what?
I feel like it should be like that.
I kind of half agree with both of you, because like Teddy was saying before, it is on the parents and like their message and how you raise your kids. but at the same time we understand that the outside world has a big factor in that as well.
It's how they're
So
acting though.
if you have and rebelling against your parents and what you've been taught growing up is a part of growing. It's a part of your adolescence, you get me? So everyone goes through that rebellious stage. But at the same time, and like Teddy was saying before, when you have that strong upbringing and that parental message of right and wrong, you're gonna more, you rebel, but you won't go over the boundaries like some kids that don't necessarily have them parents drilling that message into their head. They'll go all the way off the cliff. And we see that all the time growing up. We all know someone that's gonna jump off that cliff, but yeah, man, most of us recedes though.
I still think music's influential as fuck.
But just
I don't even want to get the spiritual side of it.
Just-
But it's
That's a
very,
different
there's a
conversation,
reason why
man.
it's so like addictive. There's a reason why you play songs for certain moods, depending on how you're feeling that day. You won't go to the gym and play, let's say, I don't know,
Taylor Swift.
Yeah, do you get what I'm saying?
Yeah,
You
yeah.
want a song that's gonna give you that pump.
I listen to drill music in the gym.
See,
I don't
you
know. I don't know why.
Because it gives you that.
Killing and yanking and like
You get me?
nah, never. I
Pushing
don't know
West
how.
Yo, who this
Run
man
man
better
down.
than,
You're
you
not
know
playing
what
Chris Brown in the gym, bro.
Nah, not if it's Spartan, but Joe, nah. I'm not listening to Joe.
When it comes to weightlifting, I listen to Joe in it. But if it's
Okay.
just like light workouts and that, I might be listening to Afrobeat or something. You know what I'm saying?
Okay,
What do you think about these men rap snitching on themselves in the
music?
rap?
Stupid.
I mean, it's dumb in it, but as you said, they're entertainers, so they're trying to entertain. I'm not backing it. I
If
think
it's what they
dumb.
have to do, it's what they have to do. Me personally,
I don't
they're
think
not
it's what
smart,
they have
and
to do.
it's just not smart. The smart guys, they don't snitch on themselves. They don't talk too much. They're guys like Nines, Scraps. That you'll never hear them. They never say too much.
Yeah.
It's the young guys.
Nines kind of does still, but
Nah, not really. But
Just another day on the strip.
yeah, that's different. You're talking about actual drillings and stuff.
Bro, the man
Easy,
said-
just talk.
I'm just the only one brave enough to say, listen,
No,
I
the
will
problem-
snitch
the problem-
if I was ever in a situation, but I won't put myself in a
But
situation.
we're not. Yeah, but it's easy to say that from a mindset because we're not in that game, innit? Guys that are in the game, they're never gonna say it. Guys like us that are not in the game, we know. Yeah.
They're snitching, though.
Yeah.
And like I said before about the rapping thing, they have to keep up a certain image, so they're never gonna say it.
Yeah. Of
Even if
course.
they're not rapping, they're in the streets. It goes against everything they represent.
Yeah.
So they won't say it.
The funniest one with that is Gunna.
You think that,
did he snitch
Yeah.
though?
The
Did he
funniest,
actually-
nah. He says there's songs that he says he will never snitch. There's one I forgot the lyrics,
all of them,
but he says it
never
clearly.
be a snitch.
Never this, never that.
Why I fell till I die? Now he's putting up his tattoos.
I didn't really look at that case you took, but he actually like snitch.
To the street, obviously it's a harsh way of saying he's a snitch, but he's a snitch in the street way.
There's nothing harsh about it. There's clear rules to the street.
Yeah, there's two rules to
We
the
don't
street.
talk to the police.
Yeah.
Don't cooperate whatsoever. So from you open your mouth and to say anything more than no comment, you're a snitch.
Yeah. That's harsh. That's the way I'm thinking from a good
yeah,
person's person. But nah, he's right. Yeah. No talking, innit?
No talking. We don't talk. We don't cooperate.
I think especially if you've made a living from doing all of that, don't then come and then when time comes, you then think, no, actually I don't want to be involved. No, you were there, bro. You were involved.
This
But
is why I say we need to go back to the.
If you got given
gangster.
any of you, this is to all three of you, yeah. If you get given 25 to life, they give you in front of you, say 25 to life, or you tell us X, Y, Z.
I'll give you my answer
I'm
on
going.
camera.
Frank did this 17.
We're not in the. I'm not in the streets. I'm not in the. I've never been a street guy, so that's easy, innit?
Yeah.
Easy.
So I'm not into it. I just think it's dumb, bro.
Nah, same, but I can understand the loyalties in it. Do you get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But do you wanna know what's dumb, yeah? All that no snitching and that came from like the mafia and that. All them man there. And do you wanna know something? All them man there, they snitch.
Yeah.
All them man were snitching.
The reason that came about from like the mafia and the mob and all them on there, the Italian gangsters, was because that came from the guy at the top, the top dog. Why would he say that? He's the one making millions every week.
Yeah, of course.
All this, in control of all of this. I'm making sure all these guys that are making $2,000 a week are not gonna snitch on me, because then my whole thing crumbles. So I'm gonna put fear in you. You say I'll come and kill your family, kill this, kill that, wipe out everything that you love. So it's a way of protecting themselves. But all of them guys in the end, if you go do the history, they are snitched, the top dogs and everything. So
Yeah.
Let me ask you a question. If you were in 6ix9ine's position, would you snitch?
absolutely,
I know that.
absolutely.
You're asking the wrong people. I'm telling you, guys like us, I'm hearing it. Oh, the guy slept with my baby mama. He stole 100k. Shout them,
I just
bro.
feel like it's mad
Shout
that
them.
People think he should have just kept quiet.
A bunch of bloods.
Bro.
You're gonna get the street guys are gonna say nope. I'm holding it down.
I think
This
that on
and
the
that.
inside he knows he would snitch, put in that situation, you know. But some guys just keep that persona. Up.
Yeah, of course, because they got a character. Their friends are gonna disown them if they say otherwise.
He's gonna get kidnapped and tortured.
You know, a street guy would say, I'll go handle it myself. That's what he'd say.
Bro, no, man.
Some of them do that though. Some of them, you gotta rate some of them. Some of them, they're sitting in there with somebody else's crime, and some of them hold it down. So,
Yeah, that's
like that Kim Vong's guy, innit? Kim Vong killed someone, and he's the one that's obviously in there for that killing. And he could snitch and say that now Kim Vong's dead. He could put the heat on thing, but it's still classed as.
That's what a lot of them Americans are doing now, and they're not really classing it as snitching as hard as, because they're saying you're snitching and they're dead, so it's not really affecting no one.
Yeah.
Apart from the reputation, so a lot of them are doing that now.
That's smart, though.
And kind of getting.
Yeah.
It's
still a snitch, but
I
it's.
don't really think
it's
they're
not as
snitching
bad.
because they're snitching on someone that's not alive.
Yeah, but there's some guys that in there saying you gotta hold it down. Nah, people always have something to say. So.
Yeah, if you go by the codes of the street, it says no talking whatsoever. There's no.
Yeah.
But if he's dead, no, don't talk, no, whatsoever. So yeah. But with King Von, King Von's a documented serial killer.
Yeah. And
if us as our culture, if we hear like Jeffrey Dahmer and all these documentaries about him coming out, we look at this guy's crazy, he was doing this, he was doing that. But someone like King Von, because of the image,
he's rated.
and the VVS diamonds and the Rolex and this and that, all the gal, we'll accept him.
Yeah.
And then we'll even go a step further and say, you know what, free him, free Dirk, free Thug, free my slime, free all this, my guy, free AK, free.
Yeah, when it comes to good and bad,
Bro,
obviously it's not good to be saying you're free my man and he's just done a madness, innit?
But we're the most Christian people on the planet.
Unfortunately, see, our black culture is smashed up. Completely mashed up still. That's my take still on black culture.
I absolutely agree with you, bro.
It's smashed up.
We're so lost.
We're very backwards
Could
people.
be the worst of the worst, bro. We'll say free him, it doesn't matter.
So lost.
With the evidence. And back to what you were saying before about, it's about the parenting. Most of us were going to church. Most of us grew up with some sort of religious background, whether it was Muslim, Christian, whatever. We grew up, and even if we grew up with atheist parents, they told us right and wrong. Go tell the teacher if someone does something. Go do this. You get me? Even beatings, if none of you, if Teddy broke the lamp, and the mom comes and says, listen,
long day.
If none of you tell me what I go on, all of you are getting beaten. I'm telling you, it's Teddy. It's Teddy. I ain't taking a beating from no one. So, we were raised like that.
I've been in that situation, and I've always thought like, just see snitching. That's a different conversation. But telling on somebody, like when you're very loyal to them, there is something that feels wrong about doing it. You know what I'm saying? Like
I feel like they're rare situations though, man. It's very rare.
Like if you were in work and your boss is asking who left this here, something I don't know, innit? Like you left this here.
And
are you really gonna?
I like to
absolutely.
What? Say what? What you say?
If my boss comes in and says who left the stapler out, I told you guys, no more staples left out.
Nah, I just say it wasn't me or prove it. Nah, I don't. I'm not.
Frank.
I'll be honest.
Alright, when it's time for promotion time.
Nah. I'm not like that. I like to feel like I'm a. When I was working, anyways, I like to feel like I'll stick to because I'm not a bad man, innit? I like to act like a bad man in work. I don't know who it was. Prove it was me. You get me? That's how I like. You get me? That's the little times I can act. But I was never. Nah, I wouldn't snitch. Nah.
So you don't feel anything wrong about saying yo, it was me?
Nah.
From day one. Who broke the lamp?
This guy's killing.
Teddy broke the lamp. Who left out the staples? Health and safety violation? It was Teddy.
Nah.
No problems asked. I feel. Listen, you know what you said about. Oh, would you feel wrong about doing this? No, I feel wrong about doing wrong. Right is right and wrong is wrong.
This guy's waffling, man.
So that's how
He's not snitch. You're not snitching, man.
Feeling when it comes to certain things, and I feel like in that situation I described, there's no repercussions to you. There's no point in you actually snitching still.
Can you guarantee that?
So what, Mason? Let's use this scenario. Sorry, Mason. This is the reason he's saying this. He's not really worked in work environments. This guy. Let's say it now, yeah. Dave's his stepdad, yeah. Say he was in the other barbers, yeah. Oh, Mason's cool with all the other barbers. All right, Damien's his brother. Yeah, Damien's done something. He's let's say he's I don't know, cut up the floor by mistake. He doesn't. It's not on camera. You're snitching on Damien.
Damien cut up the floor.
Forget this guy, but this guy.
It was my mistake, but Damien cut up the floor.
I hear it.
And what? All that happens
When
is
it's time to
nothing.
get promoted to management, who's fresh in the mind?
All right, Mason for you.
Selfish.
Mason for you.
The same way I'm strict with myself and I hold myself to that standard, I'm gonna hold you to that standard as well. When
Nah,
was
I
a
hear
kid, I could give myself a blind.
Secretly,
So
you
you know what?
you can't
I
argue
didn't
with
really
that,
know.
but at the same time,
At one point, I didn't know. I used to do nonsense on the road. I used to do nonsense while I was going to college part time.
Yeah,
When you know better, you do better. And from I knew better, I've been doing better.
standard.
you snitch on your parents.
We had this conversation,
But
bro.
would you actually?
I would snitch on my parents if the day came. If my parent did wrong,
Oh, yo, this is
see ya, I'll come visit you.
crazy.
What? And nothing happens to you, and you're still gonna snitch.
No,
No repercussions.
listen. The original conversation that we was having was, would you do time for your parent? So if it was you had to do a month,
I would
for
do
your
a
mum,
month,
or your mum did
yeah.
6 months,
No chance. I'm not doing nothing.
I'll visit you for 6
No,
months.
that's a criminal record.
Say so.
Nonsense. A month for me. No way. She lived her life. What you on about?
For Mumsy.
No chance, bro. I'm not sitting in nowhere, bro. Nowhere. What I'm trying to achieve this and that.
That's crazy.
Rubbish, man. You're just gonna throw your life away, man. What are you doing that for? She's lived her life.
Guys
You're
are not
self-employed though, so you can still come out and carry on. With
Nah,
what you're
forget that. That's
How do you know he wants to be
you
self-employed
can't.
forever?
The main thing you can't buy is your reputation, or especially that. Especially, I don't know what opportunities could come in the future. Maybe I gotta go in to see some kids in school and it's a good payday or whatever. I can't go there no more. I've got a criminal record. No chance, bro. Not a chance, bro. Not a chance.
I thought you were
Realistically,
taking an M for your mum.
no, but like hit and run.
I'm not taking no time.
So it's like probably like 3-4 years.
Why would you? It don't even make sense, bro. Go tell your dad to do that, bro. Your parents is never gonna ever say you should go do the time for me when she's lived plenty of life.
To be honest, that's a good point. Your parent probably won't even let you do that in the first
It
place.
should be, it should be the opposite way
I
around.
do it for my mum though. That's my
Your mum should want to take it for
My
you.
mum's
You know what I'm saying? Yeah, your mum should want to take it.
And go sit in a box when she's just there. She's gonna die in 2010. Yeah, nah, no way.
You're very realistic.
That's
I hear
crazy.
it. I'm just saying, would you do time for your mum? Not like she's like
Impossible.
telling you to do it or not. Just
Impossible.
Would you actually do it? Nah.
Nah, impossible. It just doesn't matter. It doesn't make no sense. She's lived life. Our parents are most likely all over 50. Yeah?
Yeah.
No chance, man. No chance. Never.
I'm just thinking of my mum. I wouldn't want to put her in that situation.
It's a sad
I
situation.
get what you're saying though.
But that's why this is hypothetically speaking. God forbid that will ever happen.
Realistically, it wouldn't even happen.
It could be a lot easier for her though, in comparison to you, for example.
Alright.
Because of one, her age. Two, I don't feel the female prisons are as bad as the male prisons. As in, like, in terms of how hot it gets and all of that. Obviously, I don't know what it's like there, but I don't think it's the same level. Do you know what I'm saying? With where guys, everyone wants to prove a point. Everyone wants to show that, yo, I'm also as bad as you or badder than you. Do you know what I'm saying? Whereas the girls one, I'm not too sure how it goes.
They still go through stuff and the girls on, but the guys must be way.
Wait. But I'm seeing there was one video, I don't know if you guys seen it. There's a guy in prison, he's got 3 men doing, each of them got a job that they do for him. So like, yeah, he watches my clothes and my boxes.
Yeah.
He
Like he's bullying guys.
He cleans my
Yeah, you're his bitch.
You'll be calling one by one.
One
Yo,
in the
you
pocket.
come in. Tell him what you do. Tell him what you do. Tell him what you do. TikTok got locked
They're gonna
up, bro.
have to do it.
It just means they're mad, bro.
Yeah, as it
Grown
should.
men doing different things for him on a daily. Goes, yeah, he cleans my toilet.
Yeah.
When I go shower, he washes my back. I'm like, bro, what?
I tell man straight, anyone that's been in prison more than 5 years, you're gay. You've been doing stuff or you've been taking stuff.
Don't think someone just like
No one's done a 10-year bed and came out with no trauma.
Yeah, trauma is fine, isn't
I'm
it?
talking trauma, like,
Nah.
Come on.
Nah. I'm not buying it. You know what it is? You have to go. It just depends on how you bring yourself, you present yourself. Guys are not gonna talk to you depending on how certain things is. But obviously, I've not been in the jail life, so I don't know. Guys could be saying, nah, this can happen, this. But in my opinion, I think How you present yourself is how people is gonna approach you. Them guys are wastemans that are getting bossed and this and that. In my opinion.
You know why I disagree? Because you would think that, right? But some of these guys that you would think, right, he's never the henchest, hardest, most gangster guy.
Yeah, I'm not saying that. Them man will go
taking what he wants.
to say what?
I hear what you're saying.
What you say? He's taking what? The henchest guy's taking what?
Guy that you think, this guy will never. This guy is, you get me? He's a gangster. He's a real guy. He's the one taking. Okay, is that is? I'm not saying anything to that. What I'm saying is the guys that will, because them guys they're hiding something. I'm just saying, if you're a 30 guy, then and how you present yourself, you was brought up correct. That's how you should be good for that whole bird. Nothing's happening. Nah.
Yeah, 100%. Because I'm just saying, I could do 10 years, ain't nothing going. Once you lose your, I seen one guy started saying it. Once you lose your G card, you lose your G. That Lucius Lyon guy, I seen a video when he's talking about P Diddy. Your man card, you're finished. Forget all of that.
You'll never have respect, or you'll never. Not even about respect in yourself again. You will never feel like a man, a real man again. Obviously, if you're gay, you're gay. Do your thing. No judgment against you guys. But the guys that are not, and it's forcefully. You get me? Yeah. Why? I don't do all that pause thing anyway. But yeah.
What you say? Pause.
Nah.
That's
all childish.
If you go jail and you do some gay stuff, you're probably always gonna do it anyways. I'll be real.
That's what I think.
You can't be pressured into doing some gay stuff.
Nah, you can. 100%.
Human nature, bro.
Yeah. You're just a weak man. That's all it is. You're a weak man.
Around them every day.
Safe.
And you know what I've clocked? Why? You guys speak for yourselves, innit? But this is my experience. And you said something before that I want to touch on about America. But anyway, every time I see these guys on Snap that are in prison or wherever on social media, why are they all shirts off, hands around each other? What? In some little space. I'm not trying now, bro. Too close. I don't want no friends in prison. Anyhow I go to prison, God forbid. I don't know.
You need it, bro.
Everything. Need who?
To get you through the time,
Even
innit?
mentally.
Cool guys. But obviously, it's a case of you never got people. How I am, anyways. People can't never that close to me, anyways. Yeah, we can have a conversation, get through the time, but no one's ever that close to even get that close to even try anything. So that's our.
Them are too close to braiding each other's hair and
nonsense.
hugging up every time.
Yeah, I do see some of that stuff. I've been seeing a lot recently. Guys are doing press ups and guys lying on his back, and I'm like,
yeah, bro.
Nah, but you might have viewing it different.
Obviously, I see it, but I'm just going into what it's too much touchy.
Would you say that's a toxic trait of men?
Need a warm something to touch when the pillow is cold.
Like that, we view a lot of things as being gay. If men do it,
I don't personally, but I'm just I know people are gonna talk and say that guy on his back is that's gay. Why is he lying on his back like that? But I wouldn't see it like that.
Say that again. What did you say?
So like a lot of things that we see is a toxic trait of men because we see, like for example, giving someone a hug. To me, I hug my brethren. Yo, you're saying you're good. Little hug there. But some people be like, nah, yo, you're doing too much.
They're the waste. They're just the trolls online. They're the trolls.
I hear where you're coming from.
You get what I'm saying?
Hugging my brethren, there's nothing wrong with that. Put your shirt on first. Why your shirt off? That's some Diddy stuff. That's how Diddy wrote to me.
Yeah, nah, that don't make no sense.
Be like, yo, Mason,
if me and you are ever on the beach, why are you hugging me?
Yeah, nah, it don't make no sense. The only thing
is that not toxic though? That's a toxic trait.
The only situation I can see a guy hugging me with a shirt off is we've just won a football game. Everyone's got their but that's it. Nah, it don't make.
That's how you start getting into them frat parties.
Nah, that's not a frat party, bro. That's a celebration of a season's work. That's it, and then you go home by yourself.
Do you know what's mad as well? It's a lot in the black culture, I would say, in comparison to the
black people.
Nah. We're just not into that. Nah. No way. Nah. White guys are on that. We're just not seeing it because that's not what our eyes see. Yeah, they're on that, man. It's not in our world.
They're moving mad. Don't get me wrong. I'm not agreeing with what they do, but I'm saying is they're free to say I love you to their guy or to hug their guy.
You're saying that we bring up that stuff.
The way we're brought up compared to them is we're brought up to like shield our emotions.
Yeah, I hear.
Open up to certain things. Do you
It's
get what I'm
getting
saying?
chilly, innit?
Certain things to be like, yeah, like it's taboo, you can't really talk about it, or you can't really say, like, for example, with my pops, I had a conversation with myself, yo, you've never told me you love me. Like, do you get what I'm saying?
Yeah,
but I'm
yeah,
like,
yeah,
rah,
yeah.
if one day you go, I'm gonna regret that and think, rah, yo, I never told my pops I loved him. Do you get what
I think that's a common
wasn't
thing
a
for black
normal
guys.
thing.
Yeah,
It wasn't-
100%.
Even to my Marge, I've never heard him say to my Marge, yo, I love you.
Yeah,
Do you get what I'm saying? And if you say to him, Dad, I love you, bro.
It's not really needed though. I feel like, obviously, it's not. It's obviously, I hear it, but it's. I feel like action is the best thing. If you're not there for your child or your son, anything, that shows that you don't love him. If you're there, you're giving him advice. That's all. As a man, that's all the love. We don't need to be soppy saying, "Oh, I love you, son," this and that. Nah, I think that's the harsh reality.
Something you would notice though if your dad's never said I love you, even if he's doing everything.
Yeah.
I don't think he's
it.
ever said that to me.
And you've never noticed it, or is this the first time you're thinking about it now?
Now I've had little thoughts like that because I've seen little chats and stuff like. But
you just don't care, innit?
That's just a case of he didn't really need to. But I just see it as a manly thing, innit? Traditional.
I hear that, but I feel like, and I hate to use this term, toxic masculinity, because it's thrown about everywhere nowadays, and it's got a certain connotation to it. But I feel like that's where it is kind of toxic, because we tell ourselves, like, sometimes we go too much to the masculine side.
Yeah.
We're humans at the end of the day. You get me?
Yeah,
We want
yeah.
reassurance. I can show you by providing from you, by providing for you, protecting you, on all this, doing my duty as a man, as a father. But we all like to hear it, to just be reassured.
It'd be nice once ever, you know. You're like, wow.
I was even getting into this the other day about beatings. A lot of us, especially as black people, we get beating is a normal thing growing up. You're living it nowadays, but growing up, it was a big part of it.
Yeah.
I'm not necessarily against beatings, but some of us took it too far.
Nah, I'm against this though. I think it's dumb.
I feel like
How's that the only way you can discipline
there's a
your
time
child,
and a
you know?
place.
Nah,
even
there is,
with that,
man.
And referring to what I was just saying then about like the reassurance, beat them a little bit, but then I still love you. This is why I beat you. A lot of us got beatings and just no explanations, and I feel like that was our parents taking their anger out on us. Like I never really got no mad beatings.
So you said that you're completely against beating.
Not like, yeah, I am still.
So
But
what?
I do feel like a little lick is needed here and there.
Yeah.
The way
Okay.
that
Yeah.
inside like Nigerian culture. And
Yeah. That's
even
quite.
Asian culture as well. They overdo it because you see a lot of older people that are black and Asian and that they're just big kids and they don't know how to deal with stuff properly.
Now here, I feel like the best thing as a father, in my opinion, is letting your kid know I can destroy you right now, and that's enough. Letting him fear you is the main thing. Knowing that I will beat you if you, and he's just scared because he knows he's not gonna do that. But yeah, if you give him some smacks on the bum, standard.
If you raise them right, and like you said, as the father, they have that fear/respect for you.
Yeah.
You don't have to beat them.
Yeah. That's
Unless they go over there and fully
let's say you have a son.
You will never really have to beat them. Like I don't think personally, I'm a dad now, innit? I don't think I'll ever have to beat my son the way I'm planning to raise him and instill certain things into him.
What if he beats up a girl at school?
he wouldn't be
He
raised
would
that way.
never do that.
No, I'm saying what if he did?
If he did, then
He
he's getting
lost
beat.
his temper. War man, we all lose our temper.
That's
yeah,
why. And another thing as
Growing
well.
up.
That's why I'm saying with this beating thing and like not really explaining it. You need to teach your kids emotional intelligence.
Facts.
And I feel like us talking about this and judging our parents and all the other generations, we're kind of privileged and not really understanding their point of view because we have a lot more information because of social media and access to technology nowadays that they did not have. So all they had was the example of how they were raised.
But
Their parents beat the hell out of them, so they beat the hell out of us. Whereas we know now, like, we've got a lot of things to grab onto and like information to pull from and say, you know what, I'm not going to do that, I'm going to do this differently. We can see a lot more examples. Whereas, especially with, like I was saying, single moms before, they're already doing twice as much work. So they've got even more stress, even more, a lot going on, you get me? So.
Well, we're talking about this as well, right and wrong. I genuinely feel, even though they only had an example from their parents or whatever in the culture and that beating is right, they probably still knew it's wrong.
They felt wrong afterwards, but in the moment, that all they're seeing is red because they have bills that need paying. I'm working 2 jobs, I'm working overtime, I'm tired.
Like, seeing red is like a thing.
Again, they're human beings as well. I'm not justifying the wrong because wrong is wrong, but they felt wrong afterwards.
You see your hypotheticals, they're a bit random, you know. You said to Mason, what if he beats a girl in school? Like, where does that come from though?
Yeah.
Like, the question is, has Mason ever beat a girl in school? Because in my opinion, I went to school with him, so I know that wouldn't have happened. So it's a case of how, if he's never done that, and the way he's gonna raise him up should be similar. That should never happen.
Yeah.
So what do you?
I feel like I put some hypotheticals up here just to see like the flaws in your argument, innit? Do you get what I'm saying? Because if I say it this way now, like if you actually answer the direct question I'm asking, if your son was to beat up a girl at school, is it now like if I now box my son up and be like, yo, do you like how this feels? Is you shouldn't do it to a girl and you're a man, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like in that situation, are you gonna look at me as doing it wrong? Or I'm just asking that.
I'm gonna beat the hell out of him. I'll be honest, because
that's what I'm saying.
what, you can beat a girl, but you can't beat a man.
You know what I'm saying? I'd be telling him to fight me back, innit? You know,
He's getting some. Obviously, beat the hell out is crazy, but I feel like he's gonna get some beatings that night.
Yeah. No, you have to teach him a lesson, but at the same time, like I said before, if I've done what I've done as a father, which I plan to, then
you shouldn't do that.
It's never gonna happen.
It's never
It's never gonna happen.
100%.
He knows already.
Yeah.
He knows, like I said, right and wrong. Whereas, that's why I keep bringing it back to the single parent household, because a lot of them don't have that time, and especially women don't really think the way we do. You don't take this wrong, you're gonna run with it and call me whatever. But yeah, they don't think how men do, and they don't really understand, especially with raising a boy. They can raise a girl because they're women, but raising a boy, I feel like at a certain time,
they can never turn a man to a boy. A
boy to a man. They can raise a boy, but when it's time to change them and like you said, boy into a man, they need a man for that. Whether it's his father or a positive role model, and yeah, we're lacking that.
Yeah, definitely lacking that.
I'm not even gonna say in the black community, because it's not just the black community at all.
It's a bit controversial, but I feel like the great man Andrew Tate, you know, he's a good inspiration for that, for the single.
I was waiting for this. Go on. Make a point.
For the guys that was raised by single parents, that obviously, like you said, that you need a man to actually raise and open these guys' eyes from these. You know, a lot of these, not everyone. Some of the women are quite deluded in their own independent this, that. Whereas these young men from, let's say, 16 to 20 above, they're seeing this different way of, right, we actually have to build by ourselves. Men shouldn't be simps and stuff like that. So what do you guys think?
Men shouldn't. You know, I agree with half of what Andrew Tate says, you know. But the other half just seems a bit over the top still.
I feel like everybody says that to be safe, innit? I feel like with Andrew Tate, we don't know everything he said, so I can't agree with everything. Cause I've not heard everything he said.
I think like he agrees with like multiple women and all them type of things. When he starts saying that type of things, I'm like, oh, bro.
But that's a whole religion. That it's known that Muslim men have more than one wife. Yeah. See, that's just their religion.
With the Andrew Tate thing, I'm gonna say, I agree with a lot of stuff he says. The majority of what he says makes a lot of sense, and it is a good message for the same kind of vulnerable boys that we're talking about, to get into their head that they might not necessarily have got from anywhere else. And there's a lot of other examples. YouTube, like I said before about technology and how we're privileged to grow up in this age of information. YouTube is a great thing for them kind of boys. And I think the stats on YouTube is like 80% of people that view YouTube are men or young boys. So yeah,
really?
Even me myself, yeah. I think even me myself, guys like Andrew Tate, guys like Kevin Samuels, Rare to Tell, like the list goes on. There's a lot of guys out there that have a very good message.
Kevin Samuels, man.
They have a really good message, but at the same time, it gets thrown off by the nonsense part of it. And I've not found one person yet that is fully, I agree with everything he says. Obviously, what Andrew Tate does behind closed doors, that's a different story. I don't know what he does. Based on what he says and the message that he has, majority of it is positive, but that 10% of nonsense will give him a bad rep, and that's what the media will push out to us.
That's just how it is, isn't it? Because, but that's not really the media. It's the feminists, isn't it? Really, because that's all it is. It's the feminists. They're the ones that don't like things like, oh, women can't drive, so, oh my God, this guy just said that, because he's so influential.
Not just because it's like the whole liberal side of like the media, the fucking, what do you call it now? Politically correct culture. That's kind of running the media and the ideas nowadays that you can't really say something.
That's the censorship,
fear
innit?
of cancellation, yeah. And you get like, even guys like Piers Morgan that kind of go against that kind of train of thought.
But he actually agrees with Tate, I believe. He just is scared to. Yeah. He wants the women on his side still. So he asks questions hypothetically.
I don't feel like he is, you know.
Nah.
I feel like he genuinely speaks his mind.
Nah.
A lot of the time.